Mrs. Potiphar had a naughty plan for Joseph. Run, Joseph, run!
Hi, kiddo. I'm Grandma Goodie, and I'm here to tell you a story about Joseph. He's one of my favorite Bible characters. Now, when this story begins, young Joseph is just a teenager. He's 17 years old, and his big brothers, all 10 of them, they sold him because they were mad at him, and some traders took him off to the land of Egypt, far, far away, and they let their daddy believe that he'd been killed by wild animals. And so now here he is, he finds himself heading off to Egypt, and when he gets there, the traders sold him to a man by the name of Potiphar. He was an important captain of the guard for like the king of Egypt called the Pharaoh. And so the Lord was with Joseph, and the Lord blessed everything he did. Well, he was also smart and strong and a nice boy. Well, he wasn't nice to his brothers. Anyway, he started working as a servant in Potiphar's house, and everything he did was just excellent. And so Potiphar promoted him up and gave him more responsibilities. And then everything he did with that was blessed. The whole house was getting blessed ever since Joseph got there. The more Joseph did, Potiphar just kept promoting him and praising him to the point where he let Joseph be in control of his whole house and his whole business and stuff within the house. I mean, didn't do the cooking. Anyway, while he was doing this, Potiphar would go off to work for the Pharaoh. Well, now, Joseph was very young and strong and handsome, and Potiphar's wife was kind of bored and lonely, and she took notice of him, and she went to him. She kept trying to get him to come into her bedchamber where he should not have go, and kept trying to get him to have that special kind of closeness that's only supposed to be between a husband and his wife. And so he says, I can't do that. I would be sinning against my God. And I'd also be sinning against Potiphar, who's been so kind to me. So she kept just pestering him, and he was saying, no way, I will not do wrong. And so one day he was working in the house, and she caught him alone, and she says, come into my bedchamber. And he says, no. And so he started to pull away and to run away. Well, she grabbed his outer garment, like his robe, his coat thingy. People keep taking his coats. I don't like that. Anyway, she pulled it off of him, and he went running to get away. And then here she's standing there with his clothes in her bedroom, and some of the other servants come in, and she goes, help, help, help. Oh, that Joseph, he tried to attack me. He tried to kiss me. Look, he ran away with only half his clothes on. And so they were all, and then when her husband came home, she says, oh, that servant you brought into our house, he tried to come into my bedroom, and he ran off and left his clothes here. I want you to do something to him. And so Potiphar had to do something because she's telling everybody. Potiphar was angry, and he had Joseph thrown into prison, even though he'd done nothing wrong. But he's thrown into prison. Now here he is sitting in the prison, and this is just so wonderful. God goes with him everywhere. God even went with him to that prison. And when he was in the prison, he was helping out and serving the guy who ran the prison, and he ends up getting promoted in the prison. So he's the assistant to the guy who runs the prison. God kept blessing him, but still he's in a foreign land. He's stuck in a dungeon. What's going to happen? Well, come back next time, and Grandma Goodie will tell you more stories about Joseph. But for now, let me tell you where to find that in your own Bible. It's in the Old Testament, and the book is called Genesis, and it's chapter 39, and the verses are 1 through 23. And if you're using the secret code, it's GEN 39 and the 2 dots, then 1 through 23. And you remember, kiddo, Grandma Goodie loves you, but God loves you more.